Hi ladies, Christine Tony here, and I am so excited to do this video tonight. I'm going to try and keep it short-ish, but you might have to watch it in spurts because I came up with, I know we said 10, but I think 17 different ponytail options, and that doesn't count all the variations, so you'll need to put your seatbelts on and hold tight. But we're going to get started, and I just want to start by saying a little bit about myself. I am, like I said, my name's Christine Tony, and I have been with Lila Rose for, this fall it'll be 5 years. So, not quite 5 years. I found Lila Rose at a dance competition, a Celtic fair down in Virginia. My daughter does competitive Highland dance, and I think it was God ordained that the dance pavilion was right next to the Lila Rose booth. And I kept watching these crowds come and go, and I'm like, well, I love looking around at the vendors, so I went over and looked, and at first I'm like, oh, those are gorgeous. I'm like, oh, it's her hair. Bummer. Because my sister did my hair for every dance or prom I ever went to, and I am not a hair person at all. Really, at all. And so, but I kept looking, and I was just admiring because they were absolutely gorgeous. So eventually she said, long story short, she said, come try. I was like, no, I don't do hair. She's like, please let me try. Sat down, let her do my hair, loved it, said I couldn't do it, but she's like, give it a try. And I put my first flexi in, and it was love at first sight. I had a party right there on the spot. I invited all my other dance moms to come over. We had a party. I went away with free stuff. It was awesome. But I still said, she said, you would make a great stylist. And I'm like, I just said I don't do hair. No, and I hate selling, so not interested. I had terrible parties. I'm like, I love the product, but I started to get intrigued about the discount. Went home. It was a 2-day festival. Went home, talked to my husband. He said, sure, because it was so easy to sign up. And so I bit the bullet and was doing it just for the discount. Again, long story short, this was October, probably end of October. December, I had my first show. It was huge, and here we are. So I couldn't help but share these products, so I love them. I still don't think of myself as selling, but I do love sharing. And I think you can tell from all of us that we are passionate about Lila Rose accessories because we have seen the difference they've made in our lives and others' lives as far as saving time, making ladies feel good about their hair when, like I said, my hair was one of my biggest insecurities. And I haven't really thought about my hair since 2014 when I signed up because I know I can just stick Lila Rose in it and I don't have to think about it, and I love my hair now. So I've just seen the difference it makes in other ladies' lives. I love reading testimonies from other customers who go away with tears because they haven't been able to use anything in their hair because it's too thick or too thin. They break claws or have migraines, and now this is something they can wear. So it truly is enjoyable and something we really do enjoy, and we are passionate about it. So you might have to excuse our enthusiasm at times because we do get excited. And speaking of those passionate stylists, I know Allison gave a shout out to myself and Lisa, but I really there are a lot of ladies working behind the scenes to help get you added, help you find your customer numbers, and all those ways in the background helping you find their links and whatnot. So first of all, shout out to all the stylists that are involved in this event, but especially the ones that have been helping. I made a list because I knew on the spot I would forget. We have Allison, Diana, Emily, Tabitha, Shelly, Chrissy, and Jessica. And they have all been helping put this together and organize it for you. And we're so very thankful for them. So shout out to you guys. Thank you. All right. And we also have 2 customers who are going to come and help out and just share their testimony really about why they love Lila Rose. So be looking for those 2. That's Katie and Wendy. So shout out to them as well. All right. So like I said, we're going to do a lot of ponytails tonight. And let's see. Oh, one note I want to say, if you have short hair, don't despair. We have products for you. The ponytail probably is not going to be an option, but stay tuned for Diana and Tabitha's video. I think it's Tabitha. Yes, Tabitha is doing that one for bobbies and hairbands later this week because they are great. In fact, I love the hairband on even pixie cuts. It's just so cute, and they're a great option. So if you have short hair, stay tuned, still watch it because you never know. You may be the one that's going to save the day for your long-haired friend, coworker, mom, sister, cousin, daughter, and you'll say, hey, I know this ponytail we can try. So stick around, and plus you'll want to enter the giveaway. So, which we'll get to later, so stay tuned for that. We're going to start out with the most basic ponytail, and I've got all my hair tools laid out here in the back to go in order so that we can go as quickly as possible. The first one I'm going to do is a flexi. Okay, it's going to be the most basic ponytail. You're going to hear more about finding your size later. My size is a small. We have seven sizes, and the one for the ponytail is one you can do a lot of styles with and most styles, but I'm just going to start with this. It's a third size up. Okay, and I'm just going to gather my hair, just this one, so simple. It's got the pin attached, so it's, I guess I should say that. So it's flexible, just for anybody who's really not familiar with these, and it's got 3 notches on the back that allow you to put the different amounts of hair in. So when you find your size, you can do a lot of things with it, but the ponytail is the most basic way to find your most, usable, versatile clip. Okay, you can do a lot with your ponytail size. So we're going to stick the pin under the hair. It flexes over that pony. That pin slides along, and it'll click on one of those notches. And there's your first ponytail. Easy peasy. And doesn't that look so much better than an elastic band? It doesn't give you headaches, and it doesn't break your hair like the elastic band. So huge advantage. Now, my daughter has slept in these. I don't recommend sleeping in them, but it's an option. For naps, absolutely. In the car, you don't bump your head on the back of the car seat. So super fun option. So that was a small. That was my ponytail size. And so these sizes that I mentioned are for my thickness of hair, and it's more about thickness than length, especially for ponytails. So you may need a different size. So that's not gospel there. So you'll need to know your size. Okay, so that was just 3. Oh, and with that, you can do a high pony, low pony, side pony. Okay, I'm not going to do all of these. Like I said, there's a ton of variations that you can do with the same techniques. So if I wanted to do, and because this is down, if a side pony, I may even use an extra small here, but you can use a side pony if you want it to show and come around the side. Option, you can do high, low. So you've even got 3 options with just that one clip-in style. Okay, the next one is a tricky one, and now they always say there's an exception to every rule. And with Lila Rose hair products, all those pictures you saw this morning were done with just Lila Rose products. No elastics, no extra bobbies that weren't clearly seen and part of the style. They work by themselves. You don't need an elastic. But with this trick, this is a trick kind of hair hack for an elongated, elegant faux pony. Okay, so you're going to use your own hair, but you're going to give the illusion of having an elongated hair, ponytail. So I am going to use an elastic for this. So I'm going to gather up about this much hair. I'm going to separate it out almost in half, and I'm going to stick it up to get it out of the way to show you using a swerve, just to, get it out of the way for a second. Okay, so I'm going to break the cardinal rule of Lila Rose and use an elastic, just one for under here to create, just that, see how little is in that ponytail? Not much, but I'm gonna have to do it twice. I grabbed a bigger one. Sorry, I'm gonna have to do it again. I'll let go. Hear that snapping? Not great, but for an exception every once in a while, you can do that. So I have that there. Now I'm going to take the rest of my hair. Hopefully I can get it. This is easier to do with a mirror. I did bring a cheat to see if I can get it all. Oh, I didn't. Okay, so I'm going to take an extra small, and this is, just out of curiosity, this is an Ethel. This was designed, it's in real pretty pinks, it was designed by one of our stylists, and it became a permanent addition. So, and it's one of my favorite, real pale coral, almost, well, pink or coral stones. So this is a stylist designed flexi. All right, so then I'm going to take that remaining part of my hair and create a ponytail whoops, you know what? I want to do it higher. A higher ponytail. Like that. And this, the hair, the outer of the ponytail above falls over the other one, and it creates, if I did it right, the illusion of a, I can't see because of comments, longer pony, but you don't really see that. So if you can use a clear elastic and that upper pony falls over the other one, giving the appearance of a longer pony. So that's a kind of faux elongated. All right, that was one size smaller than my regular ponytail size. Now I'm going to take that elastic out. Okay. To take hair, not that time, but usually you lose hair a little bit with those. Okay, I've made a list because I know I'm going to forget some. Now I'm working with a mini pony. So I went small, extra small, now a mini. And this was one of our flexies of the month. It was a posy. It's rose gold. It's so pretty. I love this one. Which is why you want to follow your stylist to know and see what the flexies of the month are. They come in at the beginning of the month. They either sell out or they're gone at the end of the month. And then they're only available if you end up having a style up yourself. So for the next year. So good to watch and connect with your stylist. So this is a mini, and we're going to do 2 styles with the mini. Now one of them, I said I'm not a hair person. I'm really even not, I can't even really braid. But I'm going to pretend to braid because of time, because I would probably have to redo it 3 times, and I usually braid when my hair is wet because I'm just not that great at it. But just to give you an illusion and the idea, this would unwind and not stay. But minis are great at the end of a side braid. Just to hold a little bit of hair. It's going to twist because I didn't really braid my hair. But you can see what that's like. I'm going to see if I can swipe those comments away. Yes. Oh, that's going to help. All right. So, let's see. That's not a real braid. But you can see, get the idea if you want to do with a mini. One trick you can do, if you want to use a bigger one, you can wrap hair around to give it a little bit more girth. And then to fit, you know, bigger, or if yours is just a little bit too small or slippery for a side braid, you can do that. So another little trick. So that was a mini for a side braid. And now you're gonna, I'm gonna use this with this particular style with a lot of different products. So you're gonna see this again and again, and it's what I call a wrapped ponytail. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna gather your hair up in a ponytail, but I'm gonna section out a portion of hair. You can see that. Okay, and then I'm gonna wrap that hair, and sometimes I'll twist it. If you're really good, you could braid it or something, but let's see. All right, but you want to just kind of get a secure wrap, and sometimes it's nearer than others, and I'll have to redo it. And then I try and bring that little bit around and under the band as much as I can, because that hair becomes your hairband. This is much gentler on your hair than elastics. So I'm going to take that mini, and I'm going to go along. I can do it on the side, I can do it on the back. This also makes a great side pony as well, especially if you want to see the decoration. So you can bring it around and do the exact same thing. It needs to be pretty tight, especially for a ponytail or a side pony, because they tend to be looser. But I slip that pin in on one side of that band, and I'm going to secure that other side, and that's going to hold my pony so securely. Make sure I'm centered there. Hopefully you can see that. Yeah. So, and if you have any ends sticking out, you can use, you know, a little rose bobby that aren't going to move, or you can just work with that end until it gets hidden, or secure. What I try and do is secure the pin right over the end so it doesn't kind of come loose and fly around. So there's the flexies. That was 3 sizes of flexies. How many different styles do we have there? And you, like I said, you can get different looks by putting it on the side, put it high, put it low, with a lot of those variations. So an awesome option. All right, now I think we're on to the U-pins. I'm going to start with that same wrap again, only I'm going to use a set of U-pins. Now these are the short ones, like Allison talked about. You get a set of 2. They're called U-pins because of their shape, and then they're also curved to go along with the shape of your head. So they're curved like this, and you want them to end up like that. Okay, so there is a trick or technique to using these, but once you get it down, easy peasy. And I do recommend, I needed to do this initially, is use them with damp or wet hair where you can get a pretty secure twist. Now I can do even really loose twists now that I have the technique down. But to start out, it's very helpful to work with damp hair. Not soaking wet, but just some damp hair that helps you get a little more grip. All right, so the wrap ponytail, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna do a low one right now. So again, you can do this high, low, medium, even side. And I'm gonna section out a little bit of hair. It doesn't take much. However much hair you pull out is gonna determine how thick that band of hair is along, which you'll see in another style I do. Did I get it all? And then just wrap that around and bring it. I try to keep it under, and wherever I end up with the little piece ends up that would stick out is where I start with the pin, just to kind of make sure I hold that and get it secure while it's still under my thumb. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start with the curve up, and I'm going to kind of dig in just to a little bit of that band, if you can see it. Not the whole thing, just a little bit of it. I'm going to go outside, grab hair from the outside, touch my scalp. Keep contact with my scalp, turn it over, and push it in with those, so you don't see the pins on the other side. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, holding on to that other bobby, and slide that in. And then I have a ponytail so secure with, whoops, did I miss some? I think I missed some hair. Oops. But you can see, so secure, and they curve, they crisscross under each other, hug your head, and you have a really pretty ponytail. And you can use, we have U-pins that are ornate. These are, I like the flowers, all the flowers we have, but you can do small, you can do inconspicuous, we even have ones without any ornamentation at all, if you want practical. My daughter, like I said, is a Highland dancer. She can't compete with anything blingy in her hair, but she uses this plain U-pins, our Luxe U-pins, to hold her bun during competition. So can't beat that. So again, ponytail with 2 U-pins. Okay, now this next one I believe is the high ponytail, and I am going to spritz with some rose water. I think it was mentioned before, this is great with flyaway frizzy hair. It really tames the frizz. That's been my biggest issue all my life, is frizz. It's not really curly, it's frizzy. So I will just lightly mist that. Sometimes I'll put it in my hand and do that if I don't want to get it, wet, which it's really not wet, it's just kind of damp. And I'm going to brush that through just occasionally, just so my ponytails don't start getting rattier and rattier as I go along. Okay, so now with this one, I am going to flip over, so pardon me a second, because I want the ponytail at the crown of my head for this one. This is a high, elegant pony. It takes 1 U-pin. Someone had asked, there was a picture of this one, and it's only 1 singular small U-pin holding the ponytail. So this is how you do it. I'm going to bend over to get my hair up at the right place. So pardon me. Okay, oh, excuse me. All right, now I'll probably even leave my bangs up just for the sake of simplicity, but a lot of times I'll pull my bangs down if I want something to frame my face, but for the simplicity, I'm just gonna leave it up. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna take a little bit, now I grabbed a little bit more this time, and I'm gonna wrap that hair. See if I can do this without, there we go. This is the trickiest part, is keeping it separate. But once you get it started, you're fine. Okay, wrap around, same thing. Now this one's gonna end just under, which is perfect. Now, I have, did I get that? It's so hard to tell without a mirror. I'm gonna do it with this really blingy crystal one. I can't remember the name of it, but it almost looks like a peacock or a swan, but really blingy crystals. Sometimes I like to do this with a very simple, small U-pin, very I don't want it to be real noticeable, just pretty and elegant. So I'll use the Aurora Borealis one, which is just a simple rhinestone. You can even do it again without any stone at all or embellishment. So what I'm going to do, hopefully you can see this. Yep. See the band here? I'm going to come in under the band, and I'm going to come up just before the edge of the band on the other side. Okay? I'm going to go out. Like always, I'm going to grab some hair from the outside, keep contact with my scalp, roll it over, and slide it in. Okay? And then, did I get it? Did I miss any hair? Oh, man. Ignore that little bit. Shoot. But you can see, that's what it looks like on top, and then you have this poofy high pony that, you know, sticks out a bit. Okay, minus the hair that I didn't get in. Okay, so this one, again, it's probably helpful if you start with damp hair, just to get the hold well. So this one, high elegant pony, I think that's actually the thing that's what came out is my wrap. So I apparently didn't get it wrapped well. So let me see. I just go under the U-pin. It's not going to be the same, but you can still kind of see what the look is. So super simple, and that's what it looks like on top. One U-pin, all day hold. So there is that one. That's one of my favorites. When I just learned that one last year. So, and that's the other great thing about our stylists is that when they come up with something new, they share it with everybody else so that we can all use these styles. And it's really awesome to give more value to you so that you're not, you know, just wearing a simple ponytail. You can have all kinds of options to wear your hair. Okay, now that was the end of the pony roll. Now I'm going to be straight up honest with you with this one. I've only been successful with this one when my hair is damp and wet, but I'm going to show you and give you an idea anyway of how it works. This is a side pony roll, okay? Allison did this. It looked like it on her mannequin. So you can look at that one again. But I start with my hair up. I know it looks funny. Up here on the side. Because then you're going to roll that hair down to the back of your head. You want that twist. You can see that roll. And this is why I like to do it wet, because it's hard to get that really neat roll at least with my hair. And then I'll do it with the same pink dogwood U-pins. So wherever I am at the bottom, I'm going to go in, this may be hard to see, grab some of that roll, go up, grab some hair, and then I need to angle it a little bit so that the pins don't show along my hairline. Okay, so that it's a little bit angled, you can see that. And then this one actually feels like it didn't do too bad. We'll see. But then you have, well, no, depends on the angle. Let's see. It's close. I can't tell what this part's doing. But then this part, you kind of have to work with to make it look nice. If you get it all the way, if you have super long hair, if your hair is much longer than mine, and you can have it come and drape down the side, it really looks nice. Mine's not quite long enough for that. Now, you could, you know, end up putting this in a little bun with the bottom one. So there are options you can do, play around. A lot of these styles that we do were found by accident. You'll see one a little bit later. So that was the pony roll. Again, damp hair is probably best for that one. Okay, now we're at the end of the U-pins. Okay, bobbies. Ponytails with bobbies? Yes. Okay, this one is probably one of my favorite, and I'm going to show you some of the bobbies options before I demonstrate it. For this one, I like the bobbies that have the design all the way down the pin so that it's better seen, because I like the whole pin showing on this part. Now, stay tuned for bobbies because it's Tabitha. Oh, I wrote it down, I thought. Nuts. Let me see. Nuts. There's going to be a tutorial, I think it's Tabitha, who's doing bobby pins later in the week, so be watching for that. She's got a lot of hair hacks for bobbies. But, so that's what we're going to use, and I like the ones with the embellishment all the way down. This is another one we have that's the arrow. Let's see, I don't know if you can, there you go. You can see that. So the arrow goes all the way down the pin. So, I'm going to do it with the pearls because I think it'll show up a little bit better for tonight. So again, this is that wrapped pony. That's a lot of these. So once you get that technique down, you can use all of the Lilyrose products, just about, to get a ponytail. So again, I'm not taking a lot. The more you take, the bigger and wider your band. So just be aware. Now I have that tail. I'm going to hang on to that with my finger and try and secure that bobby right around it. Now this is tricky because you have to hold the bobby and do it with one hand, and ours are so strong that it takes a little bit of practice to do it. So let's see if I can. So slide. I usually do two. One will hold it because they are so tight and they don't lose their spring. They stay as tight on day 1 as day 100. They're awesome. So let's see. And sometimes, so there we go. Ponytail with bobbies. And I know sometimes I will mix and match. Like if I want you gold, I have like the bumblebee and the flower, and I will put them different directions. Okay, so that the pin parts still show, but you only see the decoration on each end. So I'll slide one in one way down the band and come up the other way. So same like here are two rose gold Celtic looking options. So you can coordinate. I had beach ones, but one of my best customers came by and wiped me out of my beach bobbies and my caprice bobbies, which is usually my go-to. It was in the picture. I had the kind of the silver circles. They're called caprice bobbies, and they are my favorite for this, but I sold those too, so I need to restock on my bobbies. Those are a great option. Or sometimes you just want one with kind of this one is Elegant Flower, and I love that. It's got the little rhinestones in the center, but it's big-ish, so it'll show up well. So, and you could even do two of those one way if you want a little more showiness. All right, bobbies. Oh, and that's another one you can do on the side. I like doing that one on the side, especially with the bobbies you want to kind of showcase. Now, but sometimes I would do it in the back if it's going to compete with your necklace and other jewelry that's happening and going on. Keep it kind of separated. But if you're having very simple jewelry or no jewelry, it makes a great side pony to add some decoration to. Okay, so now let me take those out. All right, time for the giveaway question. It is time to pick a pick. All right, you're going to pick, P-I-C-K, a pick, P-I-C. All right, those pictures that were posted earlier today, all those pretty styles, and again, those were just everyday people. Those were not super stylists with models for hair. Those are our customers, our friends, our family, other fellow stylists that do this, wear their hair accessories every day. So I want you to go, they're each numbered. If you click on one you like, I want you to pick your favorite one. There's a number attached to it, and I want you to comment with that in this thread. But wait until the video's over. I don't want you to miss anything. And you've got 24 hours for all of these, and I'll be doing a reminder about that later. But that's your question to enter this giveaway. Pick one of those styles, find the coordinating number in the description of the picture itself. Yep, might have to click on the picture. And see the number and post it here to be entered in the drawing. Which will be, did I say? I think it will be an extra small, wait. Did I already have that picked out? I am so sorry. Actually, it's going to be a braided 8, which we're going to get to in a minute. It'll be a braided 8 and stick. So, all right, which is brings us to our next options. Well, the braided 8s are coming, but the sticks. All right, so this is one that a lot of people asked about in the pictures that they saw this. I'm like, I will say part of the gorgeousness of that photo is the model. She's just beautiful and has the most gorgeous hair. So it's not gonna look the same in my hair, but it's still a really pretty style. So I'm gonna show you that, and I call it the 180-degree pony, okay? Because you're gonna rotate the stick 180 degrees, flip it up and come down, okay, after it's wrapped on your hair. Extremely easy to do. So you take your ponytail, and again, this can be low, it can be high, anywhere you want it. I'm going to start with it kind of medium, kind of in the middle. And I'm going to take my stick, and I'm going to place it on one side of the flexi, pull my hair across, just pull my hair straight across. So the point, or the decorative part is up, the point is down. Then I'm going to rotate that, keeping it even with my head. Okay, it does not come out or spin. I want to keep it as level as it started. Okay, so now it's flipped upside down. I'm going to bring it up and come straight down. Okay, now if you have longer hair, you're obviously going to have a longer ponytail. So let me make sure that that looks right. Yes. Okay, so 180-degree pony. So easy, so simple. You want to make sure the stick's not like, which is another reason I love Lila Rose sticks, is because they're a little shorter than your traditional chopsticks. With traditional chopsticks, they're longer, and sometimes I just feel like an alien because you can't hide them. And if you can see them when you're looking at you this way, it just looks funny to me. So I like the shorter sticks of Lila Rose so that you can see it in the back, but it's not, distracting above my head. So that's the 180-degree. Now, she had it, the picture was a halfback with that. So that's what I'm going to show you, is a halfback pony with the same technique. So I'm going to take just a little bit back from both sides. And with some of these styles, you want to make sure you gather it, keep it even. Like sometimes you just want to pull sides back. With this one, you want to have hair from, just kind of a smooth, almost cap-like for the same look. So again, I have less hair. So I'm going to take that stick. I'm going to keep it the same. I'm not going to angle it or, end up like this. The key is keeping it straight on your head and rotating it like a clock hand, like it wouldn't move, okay? 180 degrees from noon or 12 o'clock to 6 o'clock. Go up and come straight down. Okay, so you have that. And sometimes I get that I have to loosen that up just a tad, especially if my hairline's showing. I don't want my scalp to show. So let me make sure and get that one. You get the same idea. Super, super easy. And you can mix up. I meant to use a different stick just to showcase the different ones we have. Like here's another pink one. I've recently become a huge pink fan, so we've got some pink options. All right, so the 180-degree pony. All right, how are we doing on time? Okay, moving along. We're getting there. I'm almost at the end of my first page. So, all right, pony, half a pony. All right, the U-Pin stick wrapped pony. Okay, we also have, and these are actually in the U-Pin family, like Allison said. I like to think of it as a double stick. So it's got the two wooden sticks attached to this end piece, which make it a U-Pin. And these are great for buns, French twists, but I'm going to show you in a wrapped pony. And you can do this with a regular stick as well, but I thought it would be fun to use the double stick for this. So again, I'm going to wrap a ponytail. Okay, so I'm going to take out the amount of hair. Wrap it around. Kind of chuck that tail under the wrap if you can. Sometimes you just can't. Now, it's kind of the same with the one I did up high. I'm going to come under one side, come up just before the other, grab hair from outside, and come back down. Now, this one will likely rotate on you a little bit. Just, at least I've always found it does. So I try and start with it straight up so that it'll end angled. I like things on an angle. Furniture, doesn't matter. Hair, like my French twist, I almost always put my accessories in at an angle. I don't know why. But so if you like it straight up, you might need to start even a little left. So I'm going to come in and come up, and then again, same type of thing, and come down with that. So you'll see it rotated. It's kind of on an angle now, which is where I typically like it. And you can see that pony like that. Hopefully these are looking okay. My mirror is kind of smeary. So, but easy. Again, all they hold. It sometimes does help to start with damp hair with all of these styles. If you're struggling and it just won't stay, try to do it with damp hair once and see if that doesn't help till you get the technique down. So that was the double stick wrapped pony. Now we're on the leather 8. Okay. And this, I don't know it'll be this exact one unless you like this one. We'll see. This is a braided 8. It's got a butterfly on it, and I think this was an exclusive. So this might be it. And for the ponytail, for the leathers, I like the shorter pin. If I'm doing a French twist with a leather 8, or with a leather 8, or the braided 8s, or even now we have beaded 8s, which I would always put on an angle. I like, no matter what size the leather 8 is, I do like the longer, typically decorative sticks in those, unless it's a ponytail. Then I like the shorter stick, so it's not, it just seems like it just sticks out and looks awkward. So I want it to fit the ponytail a little better. So same idea. I'll make sure my butterfly won't be upside down. Okay, so I'm going to gather my hair in a ponytail, and then I connect them beforehand, kind of like a flexi, so that it's just easier for me. And then slide that around, and you have another cute, elegant ponytail. There's fireworks going off if you hear that. So there's the side view, the other side. Okay, a braided 8 pony with a small stick. So if you're thinking of getting one for ponytail, I do recommend the smaller stick to match the size of your flexi. A lot of times, if you're looking for a twist or a bun, you'll have to buy them separately, because sometimes the little ones, if you need a little one, are automatically come with a smaller one if you choose it with the stick. So you can buy them by themselves or with the coordinating stick. So that's up to you. That way you're aware. Another cool thing about the leather 8s and the sticks is that you can match colors, school colors. So this is for my beloved Mountaineers, and this is for my Steelers. So sorry to all you Patriots and Bengals and Ravens fans, but I can mix and match my leathers for teams. We've been asking for team, and they do have sports flexis now with covering, I think, 5 or 6 different sports, even tennis now. But you can match school colors, which I think is even more fun. And we have just about every color covered. Let us know if you have one that's not covered. We'll see if we can get them to make it, because they really do listen to us. So another awesome option for the leathers and the sticks. Okay, now where are we? Leather 8. All right, 1 page down. Whoops, sorry, now you're wobbling. Okay, all right, coming down. All right, the swerve. Now, when I saw Allison do this earlier, I'm like, hey, that's my ponytail. I haven't seen until today this ponytail anywhere else, and it actually started as a huge accident, because I was trying, when we first came out, they came out with the swerves. We were at a retreat with other stylists, and John, our owner, was there, and some of the designers, and one of the designers came and was wearing, actually, she was a designer? Yeah, it was a designer. I was thinking it was a photographer, but it was a designer. Deanna came wearing this interesting thing. We're like, she is not wearing Lila Rose. What is in her hair? And it was this, oh, I didn't bring a plain one, but it was one of the swerves. And we're like, wait a minute. You know, we are in love with the flexis and the U-pins. We're like, that doesn't make any sense to us at all. How can that work? And how can that hold in her hair and make it so pretty? And then we tried them, and we started playing around with them. And I will admit, it took me a little while to catch on, but boy, once I did, I loved them. But that is how this ponytail came about, because it was a failed bun. And it was funny because I've always called it the half bun, half pony, and it didn't really exactly flow off the tongue very easily. So my son, it was actually just a few months ago, I'm like, I need to come up with a name for this pony when I do tutorials and such. And he's like, Mom, it's the Tony Pony. I'm like, oh, I said, well, maybe we'll see. So I asked my customers, and somebody in the customer group, I can't remember now who it was. She might even be watching, if it was Jeannie, maybe. And she was like, it's the Tony tail. And I'm like, okay. So here is the Tony tail. And honestly, I use it with all of our products, whether it's flexis, the U-pins, or the swerve. So I'll do it with the U-pins and the swerve to show you. And you start like you're doing a bun. And then, so you're going to twist it, okay? You're going to twist it like a bun and get it going. You can see the start of a bun. But then I'm going to let it drop. And I'm going to catch the edge of that bun, just like that. Go up, same technique, grab hair from outside, keep contact with my scalp, push it in, okay? And then I can loosen that up however I want. So there is the Tony tail. And like I said, if I'm doing a flexi, I just clip it in like that. Okay, let me show you with the U-pins. I'll try and see if I cannot take it down again. Same thing, you're gonna one in, make contact with your scalp, flip it over. Again, they're curved, they finish curving with your head, so you wanna start with the curve up. Grab a little bit, you don't need a lot of it, and that way you can put them kind of really close together, which is fun. So hopefully you can see. Let me use my mirror so you can actually see. Yeah, there you go. So you can mix and match. When I know Allison showed the frog flexies. We had a frog. What was the other one? I had two critters in my hair. I can't remember what this other one was that I had. But I mixed them up and had the frog, and it was really cute, and I really liked it. But you can mix and match flexies if you like, or you can put them just together side by side. So there you go, ponytail. Actually, if it's already out there and trademarked another name, somebody let me know, because I have no idea. I've never seen it before, but it's really one of my go-to styles with all of our products. You can do it with sticks. You can do it with that double stick. I don't know about bobbies, but pretty much everything else. All right, and then the last one. Okay, this one is probably the trickiest, and this one it was a picture. It had like 3 different pictures of one, and it had the pearl, and that's what I'm going to do today. So again, you're going to wrap some hair around the around your ponytail, kind of securely. And the trick with this is that you need to have it wrapped pretty tightly, pretty smoothly, which is why it's helpful to start with damp hair until you get the hang of it. And sometimes I'll get it and I'm like, oh, it all falls apart right at the last minute and I'll have to start over. So you just take that little bit of hair, and it, like I said, it doesn't have to be a lot. Just depends on how thick you want that band. Now with the swerve, oh, I don't know, did you see this one? I love it. Turquoise. I just love that. Turquoise is one of my favorite. You really can't see it. There you go. Turquoise, one of my favorites. But I do like the pearl, and I think it does show up. So, and it's got some crystal beads in there with the pearls. And again, these are strung, whether it's our bobbies or the swerves, strung with wire, not fishing line, like most of the things you see. They're such nice quality. All right, so I want this to show like this. So I'm gonna squeeze the ends together, come through that band, go make contact with my scalp, and then I'm going to try to come out the other side of that band, okay, just a little bit. And then I want it to, once I've come through, I want it to still kind of squeeze it to make it work, and then I want to hide those as much as possible. Sometimes you can have them stick out if you want, but I like them hidden so just this curved part shows. Now, I'm glad you have a picture to look at and the other one that looks decent, because I can't really tell if this one turned out well or not. I'll have to look at the replay. My mirror, I should have wiped it off. It's kind of smeary and blurry. But that's all those ponytails you can do with a few styles. And a lot of those I did, you can mix and match products. So like I said, you could do that last one, the Tonytail, with a flexi, with U-pins, with sticks, with the multiple sticks. So there's so many options, which is why we're so passionate about these products and want to share them with you. And want you, the ones who are already in love with La Rose, we want you to have more ways to wear them so that you've got options. You don't have to wear the same style every day. And it's actually good for your hair to not be in the same, like if you're always doing just a ponytail, it's good for your hair to do different things healthy. So it's giving it a rest from your nerve endings in the hair. So we're so happy to be able to share these with you. And I just have a couple. I'm going to check my cheat sheet. In fact, I'm going to pull it off of the post. Sorry. To make sure that I remember all the things I want to remind you of. Oh, you have 24 hours after each post. So today was the first entry was finding your customer number. There is still time to get with your stylist. I know I've got a few I'm going to try and help after this who messaged me right before I came on here. So get with your stylist, find your customer number. Basically, go to their website. In the upper right-hand corner, there's a place that says sign in. Click sign in and find the instructions. If you need their stylist number, if you can't locate them otherwise, you should be on their page, so it should work if you go to their stylist page. And register as a customer. And the beautiful thing about La Rose and signing up, you're not going to get spammed with email. They send one email a month. telling you what the Flexi of the month is. I mentioned that earlier. That's only available until it sells out or the end of the month stops if they didn't sell out. So they will let you know that, and if there's a sale. Those are the only emails you get. You are not going to get an email every day from Lola Rose, which is so nice. Not even every week. Sometimes we wish we got more. But you will need to check your filters and make sure it doesn't get shoved to the spam folder. So do check that. But that's a great way to keep in touch with your stylist, so that you'll be able to watch for those exclusives and whatnot, which you're going to hear more about later. Oh, and the posts are numbered, the giveaways. This is giveaway number 3. So you can check off, keep a record of which ones you've entered to make sure you've secured your best chance of winning some free Lola Rose. And you'll be able to keep track of that. All right, I will post below this when I post the winner what they won, because I haven't really picked it out yet, but I think it'll be a braided 8 and a stick or a leather 8 and a stick. We'll see, for a ponytail. I will be back tomorrow at 4 with fashion trends. I am not a fashionista. So these are things anybody can do. Some of them use Lola Rose products, others not. But things you can do, just to things that I've seen and come across that I think would be fun to share with you guys. And you'll see 2 other posts in the morning. There'll be one at 7 and one at noon. The one at 7 is an entry post, so you'll want to make sure a giveaway, so you'll want to make sure you enter that. And then, like I said, I'll be back at 4, and then we're going to have Marilyn talking all about Flexis and telling you more detail. I kind of covered a little bit tonight, but she's going to tell you all about Flexis and show you a lot more styles and how to incorporate Flexis into your, and one of the things I'm going to talk about as a hint is your hair capsule. If you want to find out what a hair capsule is, come back tomorrow at 4 to find out. Well, I hope this was helpful. Hopefully things were clear, that my hands weren't in the way. If you have questions, go ahead and list them in the thread. That'd be awesome, and I will get to them, or one of the other stylists will help you figure those out. So I hope it was good, and can't wait to see all those ponytails. All right, good night, guys.